Hey everyone! In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful, classic strawberry tart with a delicious vanilla pastry cream and a pate sablée crust that'll leave you craving for more. And, as if this weren't enough, it's 100% refined sugar-free. So let's get to it! To an egg and an egg yolk, I'm adding 15 grams of xylitol. Both the egg and the egg yolk are at room temperature. Mix briefly and let it sit. And here I have 120 grams of butter at room temperature, and to it I'm adding 45 grams of xylitol. Use a soft silicone spatula to soften the butter. The xylitol won't dissolve completely, and that's okay. What you're after is this texture. Now add only half of the egg mixture and mix with the spatula. When you have a lumpy mixture that looks like this, add the remaining egg and continue mixing. It won't become homogeneous, so don't worry. Now combine 295 grams of all-purpose flour with 5 grams of skim milk powder, 2 grams of salt and 2 grams of vanilla powder. Add the dry ingredients to the wet and mix with the spatula. But don't insist too much and then switch to a pastry blender. Keep cutting and twisting with the pastry blender until you obtain a texture that looks like this, and then stop. You don't want to knead this dough. Turn it over on a plate or simply on your work surface, then gather it together and push it away with your palm. Do this with all of the dough, but only once. It's very important that you don't do it more. You don't want to activate the gluten. Now simply gather all of the dough together and press it into a disc. It doesn't matter if it seems dry or brittle, it's supposed to. Then cover it in plastic foil and shape it by pressing it. You want to shape the pastry into a disc. This way it'll be easier to roll. The pate sablée needs 2 hours in the fridge. After 2 hours, let it sit on the counter for 30 to 40 minutes before you start rolling it. I like to do this between 2 sheets of parchment paper. This way, there's no need to add extra flour. Always start rolling from the center, go up, down, left, right, and always turn the dough. Occasionally, peel the parchment off. Ideally, you'd have a thickness of 2 millimeters throughout the dough. But I didn't. In some places it was thicker, in some it was thinner, but it was fine. I'm using a 21 centimeter perforated tart ring, and I'm cutting the pastry slightly larger than the ring. Remove the excess pastry and very carefully peel the parchment off of your circle, and then place it over your tart ring. Lift the pastry from the edges so it falls into the ring. My ring is sitting on a perforated silicone mat. Lift and tuck the pastry into the edges of the ring, and when the ring is lined, refrigerate the pastry for half an hour. After half an hour, take the ring out of the fridge and carefully cut off the excess pastry. I like to keep the scraps on the mat so I can enjoy them before I actually get to enjoy the tart. Then crumple a piece of parchment and place it inside a tart shell and fill it with baking weights. I'm using plain wheat. Bake the crust at 170 Celsius for 30 minutes, but after 20 minutes remove the weights. Scatter some cocoa butter pieces inside the hot tart shell, and then use a brush to move them around until they melt. This layer insulates the pastry from the filling. To 20 grams of cornstarch and 60 grams of xylitol, I'm adding 320 grams of cold milk. And after a good mix with a flat whisk, some vanilla caviar. You can also use the seeds from a vanilla pod. I'm gonna link to it in the description below. Now mix well to disperse the seeds into the milk, and then add 4 egg yolks. Mix very well before you take the pot to the stove. On the stove, keep it on the smallest flame and whisk at all times. Never stop. As it heats up, the cream thickens, and when it boils, keep whisking for another minute or so. Then pour the cream over 40 grams of very cold butter. I like to strain it, but I do that with all my creams, so it's a personal preference. Continue mixing with the spatula until the butter melts completely, and you're aiming for this texture. Then cover the pastry cream with plastic wrap directly on the surface, let it cool down to room temperature, and then refrigerate it for 4 hours. After that time has passed, the cream will be set, and you're gonna need a whisk to loosen it up a bit. Just mix with the whisk very vigorously until you obtain this beautiful texture. There's no need to whip. And now simply dollop all of the cream inside the tart shell and level it. This amount of pastry cream will fill the tart shell almost to the top. There's just a bit of height left on the walls of the tart to gently sustain the strawberries that are forming the outer ring. You can arrange the strawberries in any pattern you like. I just thought that this star or flower arrangement looked really nice with these super large strawberries. Spray the strawberry halves with some gelatin. And for a finishing touch of elegance, I like to decorate this tart with fresh daisies when they're in season. Now simply lift it onto your serving platter and serve it. Enjoy! Until next time, dessert lovers!